Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Could the jail in Franklin County be changing? We have the details.
Then 1 year later, our region is remembering the tragic shooting of a paraeducator in West Richland. This as questions still remain.
The first thing is what's best for kids, right?
We're in Sunnyside as the school district is exploring next year's calendar.
And Stacy has your first alert forecast.
And a beautiful Tuesday, it's Earth Day. How long is the nice weather going to last? I'll give you all the details coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is April the 22nd.
First at 5, Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond has issued a warning about a resolution on the Board of County Commissioners' agenda that would immediately transfer control of the Franklin County Jail from the Sheriff's Office to a newly created Department of Corrections. The resolution, introduced by the county administrator, is scheduled for consideration at tomorrow's board meeting and would take effect immediately upon signature, according to Raymond. The sheriff expressed concern about the abrupt nature of the proposed change, noting his office was not consulted about the transfer of assets, staff authority, or maintaining order within the jail.
People of Pasco and the community needs to show up and tell the commissioners if they're for or against. It's the most ludicrous thing, and it's clearly just a shot over the bow at the office of sheriff. The county commissioners for a long time haven't liked that I've done my job and I've done it well, and they don't like that I'm outspoken.
Raymond also told us if this is approved, it will cost taxpayers more money in the end. The meeting is scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9 at the Franklin County Administration Building. It is open to the public, and Apple Valley News Now will be there to cover it.
Well, voters in several Washington counties are already casting their ballots in a special election. And in Yakima County, one measure on the ballot could have a big impact on public safety. Lieutenant Ira Cavan with the Yakima Police Department is backing Proposition 1. It's a proposal aimed at upgrading the county's emergency radio system. He says the current setup is outdated and doesn't allow first responders across agencies to communicate seamlessly.
So what we're trying to do is figure out a way that the community can come together and fund a replacement for these systems that not only improves the coverage that we currently have within the county, but also builds redundancy and puts everybody in the county on one system.
If passed, the measure would mean a 0.2% sales tax increase. That's about 20 cents extra on a $100 purchase. The goal would be to raise $35 million for a unified emergency radio system. Supporters say the upgrade could make a critical difference during emergencies, but ultimately it will be up to the voters to decide. Ballots are due by 8 o'clock tonight in Yakima.
Today marks 1 full year since the tragic shooting on the campus of William Wiley Elementary School in West Richland.
Paraeducator Amber Rodriguez died after being shot by her ex-husband Elias Weezar. Weezar was a former Yakima police officer who was facing multiple charges, including rape of a child. Weezar also shot and killed his 17-year-old girlfriend, Angelica Santos, at the home they shared in West Richland.
Weezar was later found in Oregon. He had his 1-year-old son that he shared with Santos. And Oregon State Police caught up to Weezar on I-5 near Eugene. After a chase and shootout with police, Weezar took his own life. The act of violence put a spotlight on hiring, communication, and background checks when hiring those who work in the school district. We'll have more on that coming up in a later broadcast.
New from Yakima County, an 18-year-old just learned his sentence after taking police on a high-speed chase and injuring a sergeant. Angel Omar Zuniga Soriano got 12 years in prison on 1 count of felon in possession of a firearm, plus 3 years of supervised release. Last June, the teen involved with the Sereno Street Gang was driving a vehicle matching the description of a vehicle used in a robbery earlier that day in Wapato. When an officer in Toppenish spotted the vehicle, he tried to stop it. Instead, Zuniga Soriano led police on a high-speed chase, during which he fired a shot out of the driver's side window, injuring a sergeant.
Turning to a crime alert in northern Oregon, Hermiston police want people who are buying vape products to be aware. Officers say a commercial burglary was committed on Friday in which a large number of vape products were stolen. The thieves also ran off with a large clear countertop display case measuring over 24 inches tall. They say if you hear of someone making killer deals on vape products that are not from a legitimate business, contact them right away.
A major traffic alert for drivers tonight. If you are expecting someone heading to Yakima County from Snoqualmie Pass, listen up. Eastbound traffic at milepost 74 near Easton is at a standstill, and it's like that for miles. Check out these images here. WashDOT says this is all due to a crash, reducing traffic to a single lane. The major wreck was first reported this morning, and as of 4:30 this afternoon, traffic was still backed up.
Another gorgeous day all across our viewing area, but the question now, will it stay that way?
Did you
Fingers
just jinx us?
No.
Stacy, he better not have jinxed us.
No jinxing, Austin. No jinxing. No, absolutely gorgeous. You're right. Take a look outside. Some light, fluffy clouds around the area. Winds have been nice. The temperature is great. The good news is it just keeps getting better going forward, at least for the next couple of days. Temperatures on the mild side. We started out chilly, some of us below that freezing level this morning, but we should stay above that overnight tonight. Planning your evening, there you are, 60s and 50s at 6. We'll all be in the 50s by 8 o'clock and look for those 40-degree temps. So still a little bit on the chilly side this evening, but overall pretty quiet weather. Here's the pattern. Most of any activity is well off to the east. You'll see that jet stream is going to start dipping right on top of us. It's been bringing those winds on down from the north, and that's going to start changing the direction of the winds here beginning tomorrow. So clear and chilly tonight. Warmer temperatures hitting the 70s beginning tomorrow. We have a nice little stretch of those. Those breezy winds are going to return Thursday for some of us, Friday and Saturday for the rest of us, and then a cooler, breezy weekend on tap. And when could we see some showers? I'll tell you all of that coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Stacey, thank you. On the fire watch now. Just after 4:30 this morning, Yakima County District 5 units were sent to a structure fire on the 900 block of Upper Bank Lane. Firefighters say a small fire broke out in a single-wide trailer. Numerous law enforcement were already on scene due to a report of an assault at that same address. Officials say Wapato PD used a fire extinguisher to knock down the fire. Fire personnel did find several hot spots. Tribal PD is now investigating.
Although this school year isn't quite over yet, the Sunnyside School District is already preparing for the next calendar year. The district is in its final phases deciding what the next 2025-26 school year calendar will look like. As of right now, there's a survey for anyone in the community to give their input on the two different calendar options. Aside from the school year start and end dates being different, the Director of Student Support Services, Douglas Rogers, says this is the most notable difference between option A and option B.
One is the full week of Thanksgiving, so Monday through Friday off, and the other is Wednesday through Friday off. And it's really funny, both staff are split on this and parents are split on this. Some say, oh my gosh, great, a full week of Thanksgiving, this is awesome. Others say, gosh, do we have to have a full week? Can we just have the 3 days? So it's nice that we have both those options.
Different options here. Well, Rogers says they'll present the survey information to the board on Thursday. From there, they'll make a final decision on the new set calendar school year. Today marks the 55th annual Earth Day, a day to celebrate Mother Nature and the planet we all share. Events are being held across America and around the globe, including community festivals and tree plantings. This year's theme is Our Power, Our Planet, focusing on renewable energy and climate action. It comes as more countries call for protections of our air, water, forests, and wildlife from industrial pollution and harmful greenhouse gases.
In the meantime, Ben Franklin Transit is celebrating their commitment to sustainability and environmentally conscious transportation with free fare on all buses and dial-a-ride trips today and tonight. This comes as BFT introduced their brand new electric bus to the public over the weekend at the Reach Museum in Richland. Their motto for the rest of this month, ride with us toward a greener, brighter Tri-Cities. Apple Valley News Now live at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, we have an update tonight on the Pope's funeral.
Plus,
the Trump administration is now targeting 8 artificial food dyes. I'm ABC's Melissa Adon with the new details coming up.
also ahead, Stacey is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast as we leave you with this live look out at Yakima. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you.
You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy?
Totally. Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a ride. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or taking on serious acreage, let's go the distance. Shop in-store and online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel. Let's go mow.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Helping sturgeon survive in North Idaho. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Pope Francis's funeral will be held on Saturday morning. The Vatican announced the Pope's funeral would be held at 4 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Meanwhile, Francis is currently lying in an open coffin in the chapel of the Santa Marta residence where he lived during his papacy. His coffin will be taken from there to St. Peter's Basilica tomorrow morning, where he will lie in state. Cardinals and then the public will be able to visit his coffin to pay their respects.
New tonight, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. today calling on food manufacturers to phase out certain artificial food dyes.
The secretary really focusing on phasing out the use of 8 dyes often used to give cereal, ice cream, snacks, yogurts, and more those bright colors we're used to seeing. While some studies suggest those dyes could be harmful, some experts question the need for a ban.
All right, let's check in with ABC's Melissa Adon with the very latest on this.
Former President Biden's administration already started the process of banning 1 artificial dye. The Trump administration is now targeting the 8 that are left. Cereals, candy, and drinks, artificial dyes are often used to make them those bright colors. But now, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is moving to get them out of the food supply.
For the last 50 years, American children have increasingly been living in a toxic soup of synthetic chemicals.
The Biden administration started the process of banning red dye number 3, which will need to be removed from food by January 2027 and from medications by 2028 because it was shown to cause cancer in rats. HHS calling on food manufacturers to phase out the 8 remaining artificial dyes. The dyes are often found in cereal, ice cream, snacks, baked goods, beverages, and more. Kennedy setting a 2-year timeline for food companies and also announcing the approval of additional natural dyes. It is not yet clear how Kennedy will enforce the ban or implement the new changes.
Taking petroleum-based food dyes out of the food supply is not a silver bullet that will instantly make America's children healthy, but it is one important step.
Approved artificial additives are considered safe by the FDA, but the health effects are not fully understood. ABC's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, says some human studies have linked dyes to issues in kids.
There are human studies linking some of these dyes to hyperactivity, neurologic, and behavioral issues in kids, and then some studies showing issues with inflammatory bowel disease and allergies.
Other countries have banned some of the additives or required food packaging to include warning labels about the health risks. Both West Virginia and California have passed laws to ban a handful of food dyes from school lunches. Environmental Working Group and advocacy organization says 26 other states are considering doing the same. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Turning now to local living, a big congratulations goes out to 4 local heroes who just completed a life-changing mission. At the Benton County Justice Center, family, friends, and court officials all gathered to celebrate 4 new graduates of the Veterans Therapeutic Court. Now, the VTC began in 2019. It offers veterans a second chance through a voluntary program focused on rehabilitation rather than incarceration.
I'm really proud. As a combat vet myself, I struggle with, mental health disorders just as well as they do, and we can work together and get through this mission together to overcome, mental health and or drug abuse.
The court was the vision of Judge Dan Catherine and former prosecutor Andy Miller, along with the support from the well-known Mattis family. Since joining the program 4 years ago, Torres has seen 20 veterans successfully graduate. Again, a big congratulations goes out to the latest 4, proof that with support, compassion, and determination, new beginnings are always possible.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's just take a moment and look at that beautiful view tonight. Absolutely gorgeous, a view of Howard Amon Park. And I think that's the American Princess. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's there in port. Usually takes off around 6. So great day out there, 66 degrees. We are seeing a few clouds. Our feels like temp is 66. Our winds are light at 7 miles per hour. So it's been very, very nice. Very pleasant. And we're going to start cooling down once the sun goes down. 50s and 60s pretty much through the region as we speak. Winds have been pretty light today, as you can see, a little bit of break from that. We'll have a break for a few days on the winds, but don't worry, they will return later in the week and into the weekend once again. Let's take a look at our radar and satellite. Overall, fairly clear other than a few clouds lingering around the region. The weather pattern is pretty settled for the next few days. We have those northerly winds continuing. It's going to kind of shift directions, and then we'll see a southerly flow of winds coming in. Moisture chances, there's a slight chance of those later on. We're talking Friday, Saturday, very low, about a 20% chance on Friday in Ellensburg, Yakima, also a 10 and 20% chance Friday, Saturday. A little bigger chance to see some showers, especially on Saturday in the Walla Walla area, and Tri-Cities has some light chances as well. So overall, we're looking at a nice little stretch of dry and warmer weather on the way. Now tonight will once again be clear and chilly, but temperatures a little warmer than they were last night. No freeze advisories going on, as we'll stay above that freezing level all through the region. Mid-30s here in the foothills of the Blues. Planning your day tomorrow, look for those 40-degree temps out the door, but lots of sunshine. Look at that, clear skies. And then 70-degree temps for some of us later in the day. Here's that 7-day planning forecast. This is what we're looking at. The warmest day of the week could be Friday. We're going to be flirting with 80 degrees here in the Tri-Cities. Mostly clear skies, but those clouds start to pick up with those light chances of showers into the weekend. And there's the breezy winds I'm talking about. You'll have to be dealing with those through the weekend and the first part of next week. In Yakima, that warm day also 74 on Friday with a little bit of clouds and breezy winds from Friday through Monday of next week. But overall, pretty mild stretch of weather for the next 7 days. Here's Ellensburg warming up into the 70s for a couple of days and then back down into the 60s into the weekend. We'll have a little bit of a system moving through, bringing temperatures down, but overnight lows look to be much warmer than they were last night and even tonight. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. Lots of sunshine, clear skies. A better chance of rain, especially in Walla Walla on Saturday. Now, we could even see a pop-up thunderstorm. We'll keep a closer eye when we get closer to the weekend. Here's Hermiston, absolutely gorgeous. Look for those cloudy skies, a slight chance of rain there on Friday and Saturday with the breezy winds. So overall, guys, nice mellow forecast. I'm liking the looks of those 70s for a couple of days in a row.
Yeah, I'm loving it. To me, this is just gorgeous weather.
Yeah.
Picnic
nice.
weather.
Picnic weather.
It really is.
Yeah.
Not too hot for that.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
kids can still play outside.
Yep.
Not a big deal.
There you go.
The playground equipment isn't scorching hot
Right.
yet.
Yep.
So, yeah, I love this time of year. It's
Absolutely.
I love just driving around with the windows down. So if you see me blasting my music, don't make fun of
What
me.
are you listening to?
As of late.
Put him on the spot.
I mean, I'm a big 70s, 80s, 90s
Oh,
kind
okay.
of guy. So,
Good to know.
yeah, old school. Yeah. All right, we are going to do the spotlight when we come on back.
Helping sturgeon survive in North Idaho. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid, from the Kelley Blue Book Best Overall EV and Hybrid brand. Right now, you can get a 2.49% APR on a 2025 Accord Hybrid.
Triple play! Triple play! Wow! Rob even makes two-pointers look cool!
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Triple play!
Walla Walla Sweets Baseball has been a beacon of our community's spirit for 14 seasons. But behind every swing and every catch lies the question, where do our players call home during the season? The answer is simple. With you, our incredible host families. It's more than just housing a player. It's about becoming part of their journey. Watching our boys chase their dreams is incredibly rewarding. Become a host family and be part of something bigger than the game. Together, we are Walla Walla Sweets.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $5,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $3,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
I was a resident here. Think of me as one of you.
You're unbelievable. So unbelievable.
Prosser Memorial Health reminds you, watch Grey's Anatomy Thursdays. Prosser Memorial Health, this is how we care.
Weeknights at 5, I bring you the spotlight. Tonight, it's about this. The Richland School District has a brand new addition that's ready to improve emotional well-being and comes well-trained. This is Olive Ann. It is a certified therapy dog and will participate in various programs such as classroom visits and group activities to enhance the learning experience. You know, according to research, therapy dogs can help students with focus, anxiety, and building empathy. If you have an idea for the spotlight, send me an email. I would love to hear from you. A read at applevalleynewsnow.com. Your reason to smile. Another one is next with our Stacey Lee.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play. Gather the family and come on down to the 62nd Annual Parade of Gems, April 25th through the 27th in the Modern Living Building at the Fairgrounds. Go back in time as we present fossils of the Northwest and beyond. See demonstrations on gold panning, wire wrapping, lapidary, and more. Dozens of vendors will be offering rock and mineral specimens and jewelry too. There will be games, door prizes, and more. Doors open at 10 a.m. Come one, come all to the 62nd Annual Parade of Gems, April 25th through the 27th at the Fairgrounds in Yakima.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee you when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make caring fun!
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family. Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From school to homework to entertainment, Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Find out how Idaho Fish and Game is working to rebuild the sturgeon population.
These are the largest and longest lived fish in Idaho. Some of these fish can live to 100 years or more.
Fly the Northwest, Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
It's the greatest quiz show of all time, played by the greatest players of all time. On April 30th,
Jeopardy! Masters
is back. 9 elite champions, one incredible tournament.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event begins April 30th, 9/8 Central on ABC.
And welcome back. Of course, we look forward to the viewer photo, aka your reason to smile. So come take a look at your screen. Another beautiful one from our buddy Rick Zimmerman. Look at that, some beautiful flowers. He calls them Carrie's Balsam Root.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to know what that plant is, there's the name. I'm terrible with plant names.
We have identified it.
Thank you, Rick. The QR code on the top of your screen, take a picture of that. That's how you can submit your weather photo. It's all brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care, or you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on the weather tab. All right, let's look at tomorrow's weather. Out the door, 40, so a little bit of a light jacket in the morning, but look at the sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. We're not expecting any strong gusty winds or anything really major, just nice weather. So quick look at your 7-day planners. Again, we're slight chance of rain, hit or miss there as we head into the weekend. The 70s are looking good to me. I'll take that for the next few days. And taking a look at Walla Walla and Hermiston. Good looking weather, guys. And tomorrow, I don't know. I think I'm getting a cold. I might be getting a cold. Just kidding. I'm not.
You keep announcing it on TV. It's not going to work like that. I mean, I know. You got to be a little more incognito.
I got it.
All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching the news at 5.
We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
See you then.